Chandra Spark Hunter, let's go. You get an emblem. 3 damage every single time an artifact is going to come out. We have Chandra's ultimate. Wait till you see Ugin. We got Chandra's ultimate, and now we got Ugin's ultimate, and here we go. This is just going to get absolutely hilarious. We're going to do 3 damage every single time we get a free artifact, and yeah, it's just GG's. Ladies and gentlemages, welcome back to another episode with Mana Man, and today's juicer is going to be Ugin. I personally think that a lot of these Ugin decks, I've seen like mono green Ugin, I've seen some other stuff here. I've also seen Thran Spider, so let's not address what we're not running here. I'm going to go ahead and just say what we are running. Obviously, Ugin, Eye of the Storms. Whenever you cast a spell up to 1 target permanent that's 1 or more colors, you're going to exile it. Awesome. And then, obviously, with that, add 3 colorless pips. Excuse me. That's really nice because you're going to be able to just like cast it, and then you get 2 exiles for 1 turn, which is insane if you can cast this on curve. So what I like about here is the Monument to Endurance and the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. I have seen Thran Spider be used. I'm not really sure why people are doing that because Ugin is not an artifact. Obviously, you can kind of like use it to dig for like the Mightstone and the Weakstone and the portal to Phyrexia. I don't know. I think it's okay. I just don't really like. You're also going to give your opponent a Power Stone token, which there's a lot of ways your opponent can use that nowadays. So like, I don't know if I really like that, so we're just going to omit that completely, and we're going to go in for like a little bit of like a discard type of shell here with the Monument to Endurance and the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. The Phyrexian Dragon Engine is nice because if you do have like the Collector's Vault out and then you're going to discard a card, the Phyrexian Dragon Engine obviously can unearth later. If you're discarding it, it's going to activate the Monument to Endurance. The Collector's Vault can also, discard on your opponent's turn. And then, obviously in the middle of the game here, you can just kind of poke them with the Ugin and just start exiling that way. And then with the Solemn Simulacrum, there is that, I'm not going to go into it right now, but the Archive, it's the 4-drop that adds 2. I don't really like it that much. I think the Simulacrum's a little better because it is a body. You get that immediate ramp if it doesn't get removed or something like that. I think people are running a little bit more artifact hate. I also am too. I am running a Braid just because of the Corey Steel Cutter, so there's also that. I don't know, I guess you could really make the case that this is I prefer Solemn Simulacrum a little bit more to the Archive. It is what it is. Pick your poison. I like this a little bit more, but Mightstone and the Weakstone and then Portal to Phyrexia, because if you do Ultimate Ugin, -11, search your library for any number of colorless non-land cards, exile all of them, and then you can play them, which is absolutely insane. So going in for red, I mean, there's only 4 red cards, which is actually not too much here. Obviously, the sideboard cards are all red, so you kind of have to splash, in my opinion, a color. You can't really go complete colorless. Like there's no removal in non-colors, so like that's just not going to work. You can't really do that realistically in this meta. You're going to have to run some removal for red. And then we do have 2 like win conditions in Koth. Koth obviously needs no introduction. Whenever a mountain you control enters, this emblem is going to deal 4 damage to any target, which is nice. And then Chandra, so Chandra is actually really good here. And spoiler alert, we get Chandra's ultimate multiple times. I'm not joking you. I played 2 matches. And yeah, so introduction. I'm just going to address the last one. Whenever an artifact you control enters, this emblem deals 3 damage to any target. Obviously, with Collector's Vault, you just use your imagination here. So absolutely a banger of a deck here. I think we got Urbass Forge. This is the one card I want to give a slight shout out to is the Dissection Tools. It is colorless, and this is a way that you can get lifelink into a colorless deck. So red can have lifelink. That's something I kind of want to test out here. I don't know if we'll get into it, but yeah, definitely a card that you want to be noteworthy of. So let's go ahead and give a special shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members that do directly help out the channel financially, which means the absolute world to me. So thank you so much for your support. Feel free to join us in the Discord. The Discord is absolutely free. You do not have to join the channel or whatever to join the Discord. We will talk to you. I promise you. We got like 70 members in there now, so not even trying to brag or anything like that. But feel free to join us in there. I am trying to grow this channel every single day. I don't have any like tangible benefits for the thingy there. I would say if you want to become a Mana Rock, just like shoot me a deck idea. If you are a Mana Rock, I'll just honor it. I don't really have like a special like, hey, for this price I'll do this or that. It's not really like that, but if you are a Mana Rock, just thank you for support, and that's really all I got for you. So just keep in mind that only you cannot protect the ether with me, so make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Without further ado, let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Sure, hello. Well, we got all of our artifacts looking pretty good here, man. If you can just resolve a collector's vault and then just go in for Monument to Endurance, I mean, it's pretty much hilarious. Of course, you don't have that, yeah, turn 2 up the Beanstalk, pretty bad. Of course, you don't have the maximum output regarding the Monument, because the Collector's Vault's just like kind of 1 per turn. I definitely think there, and it's been a while, but that like Jeskai deck, the Guardian of New Benalia, that kind of stuff here with the Monument, probably a little bit better in terms of pure Monument, but I see a lot of people with Ugin running the, whatchamacallit, the Thran Spider, and I just don't understand. I think the Monument to Endurance is a better 3 colorless card for Ugin, because like Thran Spider doesn't, like, I don't know, it doesn't do a whole lot. Also, like, lets your opponent have like a ramp thingy, and then it doesn't really even help you get into Ugin. So I think going in for like this Collector's Vault, Monument to Endurance kind of stuff here, it just makes for better colorless stuff early. But we'll see. Overlord of the Hallwoods. You know what? As weird as it is, I don't see a ton of like the Zur Overlord anymore, like Leyline Binding, Zur. Like, I don't know if it's just, I don't want to say it's been phased out. It's kind of weird because I still think that deck is very good, but you see more Sultai. You see, sometimes you see like the landfall stuff, which is what I'm assuming this is, because this one's a little bit more teamer coded. So you see more like Dragonback Assault or whatever the hell landfall, which is hilariously fun, but I'm just really weirded out by not seeing Zur anymore. So I think we just probably go in for another Collector's Vault. At a certain point, you know, gotta be a little bit careful. If they do drop something scary, I'm gonna have to start just draining them, pinging them for 3 life with the Monument to Endurance, because I don't really have anything else going on for myself right now. Heaped Harvest, okay. Okay, some Rampage. It's no Overlord. That card is no Overlord, I'll tell you what. No 2 draws off the Beanstalks for their 3 mana Ramper, so that's nice. Does gain them life, which I don't really like. Actually, it's actually pretty damn relevant versus me, so. Solemn Simulacrum. Pretty good. Okay. I guess we do this, and then we still have 2 mana left open for the Collector's Vault. Or, you know, we actually could just rip the Collector's Vault right now. Let's just do this first. I want to see if I can maybe snag something pretty good here. So, Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Alright, here we go. I could just really start to draw some more cards later, but let's just start pinging them for now. Let's have them answer this if they're not running Leyline Binding, which is not really looking like they are, but I don't know. We'll just kind of wait. I mean, I don't really have to do much here, right? I guess I mean, you could make the case that we should go for a Tome, but I guess I could just Fountainport instead. If they're not going to apply any sort of significant pressure, then whatever. Okay, here it is. Okay, so here it is. The Dragonback Assault is definitely... Okay, so this puts a lot of pressure on us. We actually have a clock now. Alright. Especially with that Overlord impending, they're going to get an extra landfall trigger every single turn. So this definitely is, you know, I think we're just going to start pinging them and draining them with the Monument now. Okay, Fabled. Okay, the Fabled is really rough because now they're going to get 2 per. Okay, that's pretty scary. Okay. And a Tome. Okay, Tome is like whatever. They do gain life off the Tome, so that is definitely relevant. But, yeah, definitely this is a little shaky here. I'm not sure where we sit here. We're going to have to just start peeling off some damage. Not really worried about drawing or anything like that. We're just going to have him lose 3 life every single time. A Burst Lightning isn't horrific, just because it is damage to the face. So it's not bad. Yeah, I'm just going to have you lose life, man. Eventually, we will be staring down too many dragons. I think we're going to keep all the mana, because we kind of want the Burst Lightning to be kicked. So I think we're just going to keep this. Another Burst Lightning's okay, I guess, right? Fountainport. I think we're just gonna rip this now, and again, yeah, we're gonna have to just... The burst lightning's not bad, right? I'm just gonna have you lose life, right? Unless they can answer the Monument to Endurance, they can gain a little... I don't even think so, because by the time they gain life with the Tome, we're gonna be dead. I think so, honestly. So... I don't think they're running counters. Maybe this is a mistake. I mean, I guess if they are running counters, we should just do this now. So I guess we just kick 4 to their face, right? And then we can go in for 2 more treasures with the Collector's Vault. I think we actually might be looking okay here. That's 4 damage right to the face. We're going to be able to Collector's Vault on their turn for another 3. Then we have 2 Burst Lightnings. Like, I don't know. I think we're looking okay unless they can gain significant life or just kill me next turn. You can create 5 trillion dragons, go for Overlord, but if you can't haste them in, they can't win this turn. 2 Burst Lightnings with this Monument should just be it. They don't even... Oh, why didn't that swing? That's a little weird. Why didn't they swing? I guess they're kind of... Oh, I mean... I guess maybe they're nervous that I have a haste creature, or maybe like Screaming Nemesis or something like that. I guess. That's the only thing I can like remotely think of. But I'm not really sure why I didn't swing in. It's kind of weird. Another one. Okay. Okay. That feels pretty good for me, though. Like, if you just wasted 6 mana, and you got a lot of mana, and you got a lot of dragons, but again, if they don't have haste, which I don't really think this is the kind of deck that would be running, a, you know... anything that could give haste, so this is pretty good. I think we just win now, right? Like, yeah, it's scary. If we couldn't burn your face to death, then I would be pretty scared. That's a lot of dragons, but I don't think it's gonna matter. Yeah, just Collector's Vault. I think this is really it. So Collector's Vault. Ooh, a Dragon Engine. Okay, yeah, we already have a Dragon Engine in the graveyard, so whatever. I don't want to spend too much time on here. I don't think it really matters too much here. So yeah, we'll have you lose 3 life. Bam, down to 7. I mean, there's a plethora. There's literally an array of ways that we can win here. And we can go for Burst Lightning, kick it. We got Collector's Vault on my turn, Collector's Vault on their turn. We could just Dragon Engine. Which I'm not going to Dragon Engine. But let's just do this, right? Yeah, we just win. I mean, right? There's they're completely tapped out, too. So it's not even like they even have anything here. Yeah, that's just it. So I guess we could just go for another Burst Lightning for funsies. But we got Collector's Vault. And yeah, okay, we just take it. And that's it. Double Ugins, you say? Well, we're going to keep that. I guess we'll make the best of it. We got a Forge for some additional pressure. I always like to see the opponent on a mulligan. It's always nice. We'll make the Up the Beanstalk a little less likely on turn 2, so... What's like the, what are the 3 most main, like, card engines? There's a lot of, actually, card draw engines that I think about it. Because I was actually thinking the other day, well, if it wasn't for Up the Beanstalk, what would be the best card draw engine? And I think it would be either, like, Unholy Annex or Caretaker's Talent. Possibly even, like, just Enduring Curiosity. Just literally a 1-carded, yeah. Just, like, deal damage, draw card. Chandra's looking good. I mean, Chandra's always looking good. But especially good in this kind of deck. Alright, a little, I was about to say, we could maybe test the waters out with the Burst Lightning there, see if they want to counter, but I don't think we really need the Forge to win, so even if they do counter this with the open blue they have, if they're playing counter spells, they are not. Okay. Maybe a Terra Sunder. What are they holding up priority here for? Oh, Heritage. Okay, I see that card being played a lot more. I do kind of like it. It's very flexible, so I think I do still prefer Terra Sunder just for enduring cards, because obviously the Exile is really, really nice, but if they're not running counter spells, I think we got pretty much a free reign to go in for the Simulacrum here. If they don't, we just don't get to ramp. It's not really the end of the world. Yeah, not really, not the end of the world here. I like this. Sitting semi-comfy. If they kill it, we get to draw a card. So, like, I think the, what's it called? The Archive? I don't know, I think I just prefer the Simulacrum here. Most of the time. A lot of decks with Ugin, they just like to... Oh, this tiny big enough. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of annoying, but, like, whatever. It's not really that end of the world. There's the Beanstalk. Okay, up the Beanstalk on turn 5 or whatever. I mean, it's never great to see, but it's a little less intimidating. Heaped Harvest. Heaped Harvest is a lot better than an Overlord. I'll tell you that right now. So... A little unfortunate that we're not going to get into land here, other than the Simulacrum. So I guess, you know, it's kind of like a land. Kind of a land drop, de facto. If we can just slam down Ugin and just get rid of the up the Beanstalk, I mean, that's probably pretty nice, depending on what they have. I could go in for the Dragonback Assault. But even if they do get a bunch of dragons down, the portal to Phyrexia is definitely something that we can get into. So they're just going to hardcast the Overlord, sure. How bad are we looking here? I don't think we're looking too bad. We got a chump blocker for some card draw. It's always nice. I need a... Come on, we need a land. Land so we can get for Ugin. Ah, it's just another Ugin. That's really unfortunate. So, okay. I guess we'll go have in for Chandra. And we're just going to discard a card, draw a card.
You need a win, and I'm a winner.
I guess we could get rid of the... I want to block with the Simulacrum, so... As weird as it may be, I think we... Actually, kind of a hard decision here. I guess it's the Burst Lightning, because if I go in for Ugin... Let's say, we're probably just going to drop this anyway. I do want to have a card that I can cast with Ugin's 0 ability, but we'll put a stop here so that we can scry into a land. So I really need to cast the Ugin. We're starting to fall a little bit behind here. So we're going to get a little worried because now they got 2 Beanstalks. Basically unlimited draw. Okay. Yeah, this is totally fine. I mean, I'll just chump all day, for sure. Sounds good. Sure. No Torch to Towers, no nothing, no other sort of like Leyline Bindings or something. Like, I mean, this is fine. We'll chump block for sure. I will absolutely draw a card. Probably should have. I guess we're gonna be able to scry again anyway, but I guess we should have probably gone in for the Mazemind Tome. Honestly, these Heaped Harvests are a little annoying because they gain life, but like I don't think I'm really that sweaty over it. So let's do this for sure. Scry. We just need a land. There we go. There's a land, and then we're looking absolutely beautiful. Let's take the stop off. We're looking absolutely beautiful. This is what we came here for. Ugin, the Eye of the Storms. Absolutely sickening. I already got the... You know what? I think we actually just get rid of you first. But you already know. You already know that I got the Ugin avatar, the Ugin sleeves. We're Ugin'd out today. Alright, so I guess we could just draw, but I think this is a little bit more fun. And again, I like this over the Thran Spider. So I'm going to go in for the Monument to Endurance. And then, of course, oh, that's so sick. Let's get rid of one of their draw engines here. Just so nasty. Ugin just takes over the games. Absolutely hilarious. So yeah, I guess we'll go for Chandra. And what do we do here? Discard a card? I guess it's kind of tempting to just discard you. I mean, we could discard something else, but I think I want to keep the Ugins just in case. Like, I want to hardcast these Ugins. Like, no matter what they do, if I have Ugins, they've got problems. So I'll just keep these Ugins nice and tight in my hand. Even if you're not like super mega starved for like, you know, lands or whatever, I still just put a stop at my upkeep for the tome because you never really know, and then it's always easier or just better to just be like, oh, I don't need to stop, rather than be like scrambling for the stop. So I always just put one up there basically. I think the way their win condition is easily the Dragonback Assault. It's not Zur. Because if they had Zur, honestly though, I mean, Zur would be a little scarier. I think they could put up a little bit of pressure that way. I still think, not to like hate, not to hate on the opponent. Good for you for building something a little different. But I still think the White Overlord and the Zur Leyland Binding stuff, I still think that's a problem. I'm just kind of like scared of it. I guess we'll keep lands. Sure. But, I mean, look at this. This is actually really hilarious. Let's just get some card draw going. Sure. I don't think we're really under any sort of pressure. We're not under any sort of meaningful pressure. Chandra, Spark Hunter. Let's go. You get an emblem. 3 damage every single time an artifact is going to come out. We have Chandra's ultimate. Monument to Endurance. Ugin's going off. And I think we're just going to clean up house here. I'm still going to get really up the beanstalk. Isn't that crazy though? The up the beanstalk, I'm just like, yeah, I don't really care about anything else. 5 drops, 3 drops, drop top, don't care. It's the up the beanstalk. Up the beanstalk is this format. So a little bit underwhelming, all things considered, of a turn. But we have Chandra's ultimate. We've got Ugin out. I think we're just kind of smooth sailing from here. No more up the beanstalk. So even if they were to drop, you know, whatever. No draws, no up the beanstalk, no drawing. So they're, unfortunately for them, they're looking kind of flooded, but I mean, we're just playing with our food now. So, I guess it doesn't really matter here. Let's just kind of press a button to kind of not keep them waiting too long. Open your mind. I don't even know if I really want to go for the portal to Phyrexia, just in case there's a crazy world where they do have the Dragonback Assault, they ramp up, and they have, like, you know, 6 dragons or whatever the hell, and then we just need to thin out the board. So I'll just keep up the portal to Phyrexia for now. But, I mean, with Chandra's ultimate, like, how can you realistically expect to win? We have 2 monuments out here, too. I guess, I'm not even joking you. You can make you could make the case that we should just discard our whole hand to go for double monuments. I don't even really know, but like, whatever. Another dragon, sure. I have the storm. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, we're gonna get another exile here. We're not gonna do the discard stuff here because it came out from above, but we will slap the opponent. I mean, opponent's being a good sport here. Let me go. So this tells me they may have something for me. I don't know, but they're being a good sport and let me kind of just have my way with them, so. Don't think that 3 life gain is very relevant. I don't want to get too cocky here. I don't know. I mean, unless there's just some sort of new Tarkir card that I'm not aware of. Make all your lands. If they had one of those cards, make all of your lands into creatures, I mean, they could stampede me. Don't think this is that one, though. I mean, this is going to get absolutely hilarious. Okay, so if you thought Chandra's ultimate was bad, wait till you see Ugin. We got Chandra's ultimate, and now we got Ugin's ultimate, and here we go. This is just going to get absolutely hilarious. Absolutely silly. We're just going to get all of our stuff here. I mean, the world's our oyster here. Opponent is being a very good sport, so kudos to you. Shout out to you. And here we go. Let's just start off with it. There's really no going wrong here. We'll go for the Irencrag. We're going to do 3 damage every single time we get a free artifact. And yeah, it's just GG's. Sad boys. I don't think, you know what? I just don't think one land's going to cut it. So this is going to have to be what we rock with. All right, here we go. Got Torch Tower. I don't know exactly what I'm going after. So they got the Gruul sleeves. So, okay. A lot of opponents like to do that. They like to trick out your opponent. So they got Gruul sleeves. But they're playing, I would assume, just by the Shiko, Jeskai. So pretty much, I guess the red overlaps, but pretty not similar. All right, getting the Collector's Vault down is extremely nice. I don't think I'm going to play anything. Just because if we go for like the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, I don't care if it gets countered, but No More Lies or whatever the hell, the Exile counter is not good. Okay, now this is pretty good. So Stock Up. Stock Up is a great card, but like using it on turn 3 feels a little crazy unless they're like needing land, because you do tap out for this. And obviously, if you're tapped out, you can't counter stuff. So Koth, now we're going to create a treasure token. So we're going to be able to get said Koth down. I guess Torch Tower is pretty useless here, right? Okay, Irencrag. We definitely have to take this turn to get down Koth. No doubt about it. Like, there's just nothing else to it. They're tapped out. Let's get Koth down. So now we got 2 persistent threats for them to worry about, and Control does not like this. Control doesn't want to see 2 things to deal with. Obviously, they could just get lost to the Koth, but having Collector's Vault down does seem persistently annoying. Because obviously, Ugin going to be kind of hard to resolve versus a slow Control deck. So they get Koth. Okay, that's pretty good. That tells me they don't really have anything immediately to go for. Maybe like a Tishana's Tidebinder, because if, you know, this is fine. I don't really know. Maybe we kind of do like a semi-bluff here. Go for like the Irencrag. See if they maybe want to use a counterspell on this. Because I would rather get down another Tome or a Collector's Vault or something. And they bite it. I mean, that's pretty good for us. So we have completely clear rain to just drop something now. I can't believe they countered that. It's actually kind of surprising. I'll go for the Tome. Can always just like to be more safe than sorry. Just put the stop up. I don't know. That is unfortunate. I feel like they just drew that though. I feel like they just drew that because otherwise, why would they not? A little bit squirrely here. You know what? I don't think we really need to get into a land at this point. So we'll just do this. Dragon Engine. I guess we might as well use them while we have like the quote-unquote clear. Chandra's good. You could even make the case that we should not crack this map token. I'm still going to do it because I'm greedy and stupid, but you can make the case that we should keep this for a land so that we have like card advantage or something like that, because I don't think the counter is worth it. I probably should have. I was probably being a little greedy there. Elspeth. Okay. Okay. Not really the end of the world. We can at least put a little bit of pressure on them. I mean, we're not going to be able to go in for Ugin for at least another turn, which is unfortunate. I could just like kind of go for this. I mean, worst case scenario, we have a treasure token so that we can go in for that. I think this is kind of good, right? So this is kind of why we like the Phyrexian Dragon Engine. And now that I know that I have enough mana, now with that play, we get the land drop, discard a non-land. I think now we're pretty much good to just go in for like the 0 to apply a little more pressure. Obviously, we want to apply as much pressure as possible. Because if not, we can use Ugin to kind of just clean up the Elspeth. So this is pretty okay with me. It's fine. That means they're, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's really much to draw from this yet. If they do tap out and go for something crazy, you already know, we're looking at the Ugin. I kind of hope they do tap out, though. Split up, I don't love it. Definitely don't love it. I would like to kind of ultimate Chandra. Stock up, okay. Again, with stock up, the only bright side is that they are tapped out now. So we do kind of get a turn to, you know, resolve Ugin. So that's pretty great. I don't know what I really would scry for. I mean, I kind of just want it for card advantage. So we know that we're going to be able to get Ugin down. So I think we actually just say no to it now. I want all of my tome counters to be draws, not scries. So let's do it, baby. Ugin, Eye of Storms. And this is the best part of the whole deck, right? Elspeth might be the Storm Slayer, but we're the Eye of the Storm. And that's absolutely hilarious. Alright, I don't think we're under any sort of pressure. They don't have any man lands. So I think we can just kind of go for some card draw here. Like I said, they don't have any man lands or anything like that, so I think at this point we could probably just do we even really have to make the vehicle artifact? We can just start plussing Chandra, I think, right?
Let's shift gears.
We can sacrifice an artifact, I suppose. At this point, treasure? I mean, we have enough land, I think. Okay. Put a stop up here just in case they got something going on here, but
We can go even faster.
got pressure applied, got Ugin out. I assume this deck is definitely something that would be running, you know, Get Lost or something like that, but that's okay. We still have 2 Planeswalkers for them to deal with, and they're kind of behind the curve. We got a Tome for card advantage. We got Collector's Vault for hand fixing. See what I'm saying, though? That, okay, that's pretty unfortunate, but that's okay. The early stock up, when they tapped out, that was pretty bad. Again, I would do it too if I didn't have any lands. I for sure would stock up and just look for lands, because you gotta hit your land drops. But that's why I think stock up might be a little overrated, to be honest with you. It's still a phenomenal card. Don't hear what I'm not saying, but stock up can be very dangerous if you're yeah. Alright, my turn. Don't really care too much about what's going on here. At this point, I mean, even if we didn't like our hand, we could go in for the Phyrexian Dragon Engine, so I guess we're just going to get down another Collector's Vault here. We can use the map tokens that they so graciously gave us for Chandra. I think we'll just try and draw, right? I mean, we don't really have to start making 3/2s. I think we'll just draw. I guess you could get down like 1 or so. Just to kind of get like that persistent haste threat, but like, I don't know, whatever.
Trash to triumph.
Yeah, whatever. Sure, these map tokens are fine. Ugin, okay, let's go. There we go. Alright, big Papa in the house. I guess we'll just draw, I mean, before I end my turn. Yeah, I don't want to start scrying with the Tome. We're just using the Tome for pure card advantage, and opponent is seemingly roping out. So let's go down. I guess we could wait for the monument for the Ugin, because then obviously, you know, pretty obviously we get to exile something else, but I don't think they're really committing to the board too much here, so... Oh, okay, draw 3 cards, just card, sure. Yeah, they're not really committing to the board here, so I don't think holding up the monument for the Ugin just to exile more stuff, I don't think that's really the play here. Alright, here we go. Thundering Falls. Okay, here we go. Maybe. I mean, I can't really blame opponent. They're probably looking for Get Lost or some sort of answer. But I mean, Beza's not going to do it. Alright, Beza's not going to do it, so... Do you have a Get Lost? It's not looking like you do. Chandra. I guess we'll just get down a land, whatever. It doesn't really matter here, so. Chandra's -7, and we're going to get another emblem. And that's just the death kiss, man. That's the kiss of death. Alright, we got Chandra's ultimate up, and that's, yeah, I don't blame you. Don't blame you. Opponent has been oh, wow, we get an instant win. Oh, yeah.